Hi everybody, good evening. It is 10:54 p.m. The reason I wanted to film this video tonight is because something that's really been on my mind, I don't want to say like a lot, but this flickers in and out of my mind frequently. And it's just the fact that I feel like the whole sickness of minimalism, I don't even know how to explain it because right now I'm reading so many articles about just this fad of minimalism that I'm just going to go ahead and jump right past, my feelings on it being a fad and just kind of talk about what I'm feeling right now in this part of my journey. I don't know if anybody went to my website or took a look at some of my blog posts, but I do elaborate a little bit on some of these ideas that I have about happiness, minimalism, whatever. But anyway, one thing that I've been thinking about and that I wrote a blog post about was that minimalism is kind of like this sickness, and I feel that that's true, and I think it's a good kind of sickness, but I legitimately feel like it's something that once you get this bug, it's really hard to see things in the same way. What I mean by that is almost like once you experience that freeing feeling of getting rid of something, it's not that you crave the high of it, but it's that felt so good and so right, you start feeling like the other excess things in your life are kind of making you ill in a different way. They're almost disgusting. It's weird, and that's the part where I'm like, is this a sickness? Like, is there actually almost something mentally out of whack when you start looking around your house and you feel like, I don't even know how to say it. I'm just going to cut to the chase. The whole reason I wanted to shoot this video right now, before I could think too much about it, is because I'm walking through my house to get my evening cup of tea, and I'm just looking at stuff, and all I want to do is just start throwing stuff away. There's a lot of stuff off camera every single day that I throw away. It's not even worth incorporating in a video. I just see it, and in that moment, I'm just like, trash. It's gone. My kid's rolling around. Okay, so I don't know where I left off, but yeah, I walk through my house, and I just look at things, and I just so with an intense emotion don't want it there. I want it gone. How can you go from one moment not seeing any of the clutter that you have in your house? Like one moment you're blind to it, and the next moment you see it everywhere. Even from my whole hoarder tendencies that I have, it's very bizarre because I could go from 2 months ago, 3 months ago, if I did even see it, if I wasn't blind to it and I was aware that it was there was no way in hell that I was going to get rid of it. I had this attachment to these things and I couldn't get rid of them, and now I can't get rid of them fast enough. So this is what I'm going to do. Because I was about to do this anyway, off camera, I figured I'd turn on the camera, give a quick intro here, and then just get to what it is that I was going to do, which was I'm just going to walk through my house and find a few of those items over the course of this weekend. I've noted in my head of just like, don't love that, don't need that, what's that? There's just stuff ranging in categories. This is not one category. This is literally ranging in categories because these things are in my life every day and I just want them out of it. So I'm going to quick go walk around my house, grab a bunch of these things, and show you guys what it is that has been bugging me all weekend. Okay, so I realized that it is way too dark in here for you guys to see me find things. So I'm just going to put my camera right here at my fish tank, let you watch Ponyo, and I'm going to go grab some stuff. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. I realized that it was hard for me to shoot any footage of me out in my house because it's dark in the house right now. It kind of looked like a horror movie walking a camera through the dark house. So hopefully you enjoyed the footage of my aquarium while I gathered my items. I'm just going to show you what I found. These are the items that I'm putting in a donate bag tonight, and I'm going to walk them out to my car right now, even though it's raining outside, because I want them out of my house. Item number 1. don't even know what it is, actually. This is a thermometer. I think it's supposed to resemble like a cuckoo clock, or I don't even actually know, like maybe a Dutch. I don't know. Piece of wall art. It's like got gross old sticky stuff on it. I don't even know if that was like from a price tag at one point that just never came off. Anyway, a couple years ago I tried to unload it at my office to see if somebody wanted it, and nobody did. Somehow it ended up back in my possession and never made it even onto a wall. Like clearly if I loved it, it'd go on the wall, right? Pretty functional, you know. What a nice utility item here. There's nothing wrong with it. I know for us that if we put any additional hooks on the walls anywhere, particularly the bathroom or a place near my clothes, it's just going to get piled and piled and piled with stuff. We have had so many hooks fall off the walls because they get so full of items. I want it just gone, so I'm not even tempted to put it up. Speaking of hooks, these were in another video of mine, actually like maybe a couple videos. Like these have been floating around my house and I think they're super adorable, but I don't actually want to keep them. I don't actually want them on my wall. It's just this weird thing where I feel weird attachments to things, and I don't even actually want these on my wall. I'm going to finally get these out of the house one way or another. A glass tray. I think it's super pretty. I like it. It doesn't bring me long-term joy. I see it and I'm like, ooh, yeah, I like that. It's so pretty. So pretty. The only thing that's going to happen is I'm going to put something in it and then it's just going to get piled with stuff in it. It just cluttered up the space that it was in. Same with this one, which is also really pretty and cute and dainty, and it's been sitting on my nightstand. Key was in it. I don't even know what happened to that key, actually. It's pretty little things like this that they just take up space on my counter, and they just encourage me to put jewelry in them, when reality is I should put my jewelry back in my jewelry case. I shouldn't just be lazy and put it in this dish because I have the cute little dish sitting there. So this is my other dish that I'm gonna be done with. A couple magnets on our fridge, one that I've had since high school, a long time ago. This was on my high school locker. See, I was a coffee lover before it was even a fad to be a coffee lover. But yes, so I don't like clutter on our fridge. It stresses me out to see a bunch of magnets on our fridge. These are the last magnets that we had, and I'm getting rid of them. Wooden spoon? I don't know. I don't like it. We don't need 20 wooden spoons, so I'm going to part with this one. The last thing, which I almost forgot. It's kind of a neat piece. It's a little bench and it swings up. You can store some stuff in it, which is normally something that I love. Like anything that you can store stuff in and tuck it and hide it away is much preferred, I think anyway, than stuff where you just set it all on top. But I don't have any real use for it. I don't know where it would go. It's never had anything of meaning inside of it. It's just not a piece that we need for anything. I guess I'm not going to say anything more. This bench is not something I need in my life, so this bench is going to go. But, oh, wait. One more. And then the last thing. The reason I saved this one for last is because this is another item that I actually chose to keep in another video. It was one of my bathroom videos several weeks ago. And I chose to keep it. I don't know what the reason was. There's something sentimental about this. I don't even know why. The logical part of my brain says, if I can't pinpoint the sentiment, it's wasted energy, and I see this. I'm guessing that you guys are going through similar feelings as you go through your items. If you're like me anyway, you're finding things that feel sentimental, that feel like they have value or something, but you don't necessarily know why. It's sentimental, but not for the right reasons. You're just used to having it in your life. That's not the right reason. If it was one of your parents or grandparents or whoever, and you keep it for that reason alone is also not a good reason. It needs to either evoke a strong and positive memory in your heart, or something. If the something that it evokes is just, there's something sentimental about it, that's clearly not it. Just get it out of your life. I know that I actually have more items like that around my house, no doubt. I'm sure I'll be finding those items over the next couple weeks, but to me, the analogy of something being the elephant in the room, like from now on, I feel like This is exactly that. Like, this has been the elephant in the room. I've been looking at it and knowing that it wasn't giving me this positive energy. It was something I didn't want. And I'm finally ready to draw attention to the elephant in the room. I'm finally ready to confront it. God, for that reason alone, I almost want to keep it. The elephant in the room is all the things that I don't need and want. Wow. Okay. We might have just witnessed something. This has just suddenly gained value for me. This is now the reminder that there are things that I am just ignoring, glaring things that I'm ignoring that I should be confronting. And now I'm almost thinking this might just stick around a little bit longer and serve as a reminder that I need to confront those things more often. Kind of a weird change of events here. I'm going to keep the elephant in the room as a reminder. And then maybe when I'm done with my journey and I feel like I've just gotten rid of all the things that do not bring meaning into my life, maybe then I'll pass the elephant in the room on to somebody else. So that's it. Okay, so those are my items for tonight. Thank you guys for watching my video. I don't even know if I made a point in my video tonight, but anyway, it was asked that I post some extra content. These are the things that are constantly happening behind the scenes. So, I'm sure if anybody else watching is going through the same stuff that I'm going through, it's like your decluttering doesn't just always happen at convenient times. Sometimes it is. What time is it now? 11:45 at night, and you have those feelings and you feel the energy to confront, the stuff that's been bugging you and the stuff that you've been noticing, and you feel ready to let it go. So for me, my lesson and hope for anyone watching is no matter what time of the day or night you're watching this video, if you feel like I've helped encourage you right now to go find that thing that is out there in your house, just walk out, grab it and pitch it, or grab it and put it in a bag and, get it queued up for the donate center. All right. Thanks again for watching my video tonight, and I hope everybody has a good night.